Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the Grind for Greatness Challenge with Firefly Wrestling. We are on the hardest difficulty in the mod. We started 1980 and we have only $100 to our name. We have made it all the way to July of 1982. We are getting ready for Heat of Battle tonight as we finish off the Battle Leagues and crown the Battle League winner, who'll be getting a world title shot next episode at Summer Stakes. My name is Nick, and I will be your guide for this episode. We've made some massive progress last episode, fixing our finances. We only lost 1.5k last month, and I think we might be able to save ourselves from going too far in the red this one as well. Ticket sales are doing wonderful, sponsorship is doing great, merchandise is doing great. We are slowly salvaging all the terrible decisions I made when I horrendously upped our production values. But that is all good. Our world champion is Santanico, who defends against Jack Armstrong in the first show of the episode. Our tag team champions are Aeroflash and Firefly, the Watchers. And they have held it for 119 days and will defend against the Savages and I believe the Rock and Roll Express. Then we have our Great Lakes Championship, which is effectively our TV title for not having TV. It is defended on every Elevation show, and Kurt Hennig has defended it twice now against Tully Blanchard and Mike Sharp, two of the OGs in the company. And we'll have another defense next episode. The Battle League last year was won by Santanico, but did not win the world title in his title match following it. Same with Tully Blanchard. So far, Battle League has not proved very fruitful for its winners. But maybe that will change this year. Either way, we have Heat of Battle next. So I will see you at Heat of Battle. Let's run the intro. See you in a bit. Welcome to Heat of Battle. We have 5 matches on the card. And for I think the first time in the company's existence, we have no Terry Funk, no Bret Hart, and no... There's another guy I don't have who's a big name, not on the card. Give me a second. No Kurt Hennig. I think this might be star power-wise one of our lowest shows, but also shows how far we have elevated Santanico and Jake Roberts to such a high level, and even Matt Bourne as well we've elevated, that they can carry these shows. We have the entire of the Dark Watch on the card tonight. We have Bob Backlund, Manny Fernandez, and Onita in what will surely be 2 complete sickos going head to head. Onita's crazy babyface gimmick, I love. He's going to do stupid things, I think, in this company. And the big stories of the night: can Jack Armstrong overcome the world champion? And can the Rock and Roll Express finally get the tag titles? They've had so many shots. Can they get it? Start the show. There we go. Nope, because the Watchers win again as the Firefly pins Samu with help from Scorpio. Again, the Rock and Roll Express just can't get it over the line. And again, they're not pinned. I think their constant predicament has been so far is they just cannot get pinned. Well, they won't get pinned mainly. The Firefly and Aeroflash 38-43, Samu 39, Haku 37, Robert Gibson 42, and Ricky Morton 44. Not bad all round. 48 is a great way to start the show off. And the Watchers have made their 3rd defense. So you go across only 32. Not that surprising. Scorpio got a 31, which I'm kind of surprised by. Matt Bourne a 38, Scorpio a 31. Matt Bourne was off his game. 32 rating overall isn't great, but it is another win for Matt Bourne in the Battle Leagues, which I'll go over after the show. 43, that's a much better performance between Jake Roberts and Bob Backlund, where Bob Backlund actually got the better performance. Yeah, Jake's kind of slowly teetering off now, but still an amazing performer, and did defeat Bob Backlund to, I believe, He's beaten the Firefly. He's beaten Bob Backlund. He's beaten Bret Hart. He's 3-0 in the group and will be making it to his semifinals at Summer Stakes. Next, we have Atsushi Onita defeating Manny Fernandez. He wins by submission in a chaotic, full of action match. He got a 41. Manny Fernandez got a 29. Experimenting with the Mayhem match type. I think it's pretty fun. So nearly 500 people at the show today, which is great. The economy is plummeting, and so is the wrestling business. Wrestling business is still strong, but the economy is not. So, yeah, I'm expecting fans might start going down a bit or not go up as much for a little while. So, it's why we're running the double shows in the Southwest right now as well. And then our best main event ever. Best ever match we have ever put on. Santanico defeats Jack Armstrong. After blatantly cheating, he makes the second defense. That's insane. Santanico got a 72. That is our highest crowd rating ever, I think, as well. Which is just, these guys are super over. Jack Armstrong only got a 44. What pushed this match so high? There are like numerous penalties for stamina and experience. I don't know what is that. This is maybe the greatest career finish I've ever seen. 71 is our best match in the company's history. We didn't really have any storylines that got favored. I thought we did in that match. Either way, that's fine. 62 overall rating for the show is amazing. And I am blown away we managed to pull that one off. Okay. Well, Jack, you are getting some serious praise. And I think I've underestimated this man. At the very least, he's got good chemistry with Santanico, and we can build on that. Anyone else who needs to get some praise? Maybe Scorpio can get something. Scene please. That is fine. 3,000, nearly 500 in ticket sales. We lost less than 1,000 on the show total. I mean, if we can keep that up, that is just perfect for us. Popularity increases. We've gone up in the Southwest. We've gone up in the Great Lakes. We're really targeting to go up 3 points in the Mid-South. Hopefully in the next episode. So we've got 4 months to do it in, which seems doable. Up to 8 in some regions of Mexico. Yeah, I mean, that is stellar, I'd say. So, going forward, I think Jack Armstrong needs to get another crack at that world title. Can they beat that one awesome match? We also will quickly go through where the battle leagues are at. Ooh, Paul Orndorff is off. That's interesting. Heat of battle. Awesome feedback. That's great. 3.7k viewers is, once again, just stellar. But in the Blue League, Atsushi Onita is at 6 points. Matt Bourne is at 3. Scorpio's at 3. Manny Fernandez is at 3. The situation, I believe, is if Onita wins, he will go to 9 points total. He'll win the league outright and face the second place in the Orange League. If Matt Bourne, if the winner will have to face one of a triple threat winner between Scorpio, Matt Bourne, and Manny Fernandez. If Matt Bourne wins, he wins the league. Onita comes second. Manny and Scorpio are banking on a Onita win. In the Orange League, Jake Roberts is on 3. He's through. Bob Backlund is all losses. He's gone. It is going to be... I've got messed the points up, haven't I? Yep. It's fine. The Firefly takes on Bret Hart. The winner comes second and will face the winner. The winner of that match will face the winner of the Matt Bourne and Onita. So high stakes at Elevation 7, which I will sim to and get back in just 1 sec. Okay, we are at Elevation 7. 64 minutes, 6 segments. I think one of the only times we've ever had 2 angles on the show as we build up for a massive Summer Stakes card. We already know that Onita will be on the card. We know that Jake Roberts will be on the card. But will Matt Bourne and will Bret Hart or the Firefly join them? We also have an interesting proposition coming from Jim Neidhart after the match with the Firefly. And then a tag team #1 contenders match. And in our main event, the open challenge has been answered already by Jim Neidhart. Let's get straight into it. 61 rated match. That ticks off an objective. Let's go. We got a 60 rated match with the Firefly, where Bret Hart beats him after a botch interference by Aeroflash and a run-in attack by Jim Neidhart. All the reasons to write off this loss. But again, for 2 out of 3 times in this tournament, the Firefly has lost because of some botched interference. How's that going to play into the story? Jake Roberts has won the Orange League, but Bret Hart has come in second and will face the winner of the Blue League at Summer Stakes next month. Bret Hart 67, the Firefly a 40, best performance yet as well. What does Jim have to say though? Jim Neidhart performed poorly. Makes sense. Jim Neidhart grabs a mic and tells Bret, that's what family does. That's what family does for one another. I helped you get to the Final 4 in the Battle League. And I know you're going to help me tonight against Curt Hennig. I know you won't mind making sure that we both have gold because we're family. Bret Hart is visibly angry. He snatches the mic from Jim Neidhart. He says, I will be out there to protect you from the Dark Watch. You likely pissed off today. But I have no plan to help you win. And Bret Hart storms away. Building up to that big main event of the show tonight. Will Bret Hart help Jim Neidhart win the title off Curt Hennig? 522 people in Stardust Roller Rink tonight. Should be our biggest gate yet, as Matt Bourne defeats Atsushi Onita with the Northern Exposure. Onita getting a 46, Matt Bourne a 43, as Matt Bourne and Onita are technically listed as joint winners, but Matt Bourne wins the tiebreaker. So, setting up our Battle League semifinals, it will be Onita taking on Jake Roberts, and it will be Bret Hart taking on Matt Bourne. But what version of Bret Hart are we going to see? 49 rated match is not bad either. 40 rated tag team match, not great. Barbarian was really off his game, getting only a 38. Which actually is quite low for him. But the Rock and Roll Express have won, and they are the #1 contenders. No triple threats, nothing else. The Rock and Roll Express will face the Watchers. Maybe it's some mistakes, maybe further on. But they are going for the tag team titles. Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton, 34 and 31. Not great from those two. The Rock and Roll Express, 38 and 40 to themselves. The Barbarian and Tully, 38, 37. And Stanley at 31 with Tom Pritchard at 37. Pretty good overall. Good amount of green there as well. 40 is not horrendous, especially for a Fatal 4-Way. That is also a storytelling match. So a lot of these performances are lower if they're not storytellers. Like I don't think the Fantastics are. Or really the Barbarian is either. And then, as the Rock and Roll Express have become the #1 contenders and they are celebrating, they are jumped by all 4 members of the Dark Watch who beat them down before they get chased off by a very angry Terry Funk and Jack Armstrong. Building up 2 more matches we'll have at Summer Stakes. So we'll have our we'll have our semi-finals and the final, plus we'll have 2 matches which will incorporate all 8 of these men. 47. And then the main event, somewhat lackluster match. Actually, best match had the Firefly in it for the first time in a long time. 48 match where Curt Hennig defends the title and makes defense number 3. 21 for Jim Neidhart, not great. Curt Hennig got a 54. Bret Hart, well being at ringside, does not help Jim Neidhart win. What is Jim Neidhart's response to this going to be? 48 show rating, one of our worst for a while. We used Jim Neidhart way too much, that's fair. Robert doing some slightly overused. Either way, Nothing below a 40 on the show is not bad still. And who do we go praise? I mean, who are our best losers tonight? Jim Neidhart. He's been putting in great work. Maybe not put him as an example. Praise for a great performance. That's actually not disingenuous. Tell me he's awesome. And then there's surely someone else that we can praise. Day. Not seeing anyone who really stands out, who needs some praise. Onita. They can get some. Scene please. That's fine. 1,300 lost this show, so slightly more than previous shows, but the work cost was 600 more. So that is fine. Ticket sales, 3,600. Haven't gained any popularity in any regions yet. Maybe we do have to go back to doing the Great Lakes shows, because that was getting us a bit more popularity, I think, overall. Also, we were losing money. I know, our head's in a couple of places. Not sure quite what we want to do. That's fine. I did think that looking at our finances, looking at the direction we're getting to, I think it is safe for us at this point to start going back to upping the merchandise and hopefully slowly building towards getting individual merch. Because we've got quite a few people who are going to sell good individual merch. Elevation 7, awesome show. That's amazing. Viewing figures 3.46 is also great. Let's go tick off the merch quickly. Merchandise. We will go rapid as always. 250 per week. Put us over 2,500 in the hole, but that's not that much. And we are definitely doing better finances-wise this month, I think. We might even be sub 1,000 lost this month, which would be just fantastic. Ticket sales above 7,000 as well. All very good. Very successful day. Day so far. We still have Summer Stakes upcoming. So we will have to see how Summer Stakes goes. On that show, we will have the semifinals of Anita vs. Jake Roberts and Matt Bourne vs. Bret Hart. And you will get to see the results of all those in just one sec. It is the finals of Summer Stakes. We have 64 minutes booked. We have a main event of Santanico taking on Jack Armstrong. We have the Battle League finals of the winners team. Atsushi, Onita, and Jake Roberts, and Matt Bourne versus Bret Hart. We have a trios match between the Rock and Roll Express and Terry Funk taking on the Dark Watch. It should be a banger of a show. We have put on 2 crazy 62 rated shows, our 2 best shows to date. And we still have one more, hopefully even better show to go. I doubt any match on this card will get below a 45, maybe even below a 50 if we're lucky. Let's see how it performs. Starting off with a 57 is not bad. Matt Bourne was off his game, but he wins with a bridging German suplex after Bret Hart is distracted by Jim Neidhart coming out. Jim Neidhart, maybe intentionally, maybe not, has cost Bret Hart the Battle League after Bret Hart refused to help him win the Great Lakes Championship from Kurt Hennig. Good, strong 57 rated match. Crowd rating at 22 is still amazing. These two guys are crazy over. Go to our next one. Damn. Onita and Jake Roberts don't click. Yeah, well, that's what you got below 45. Onita at 36, Jake Roberts at 33. A 15-minute match where Onita defeats Jake Roberts by submission. Not the greatest storyteller. Oh, Onita's not the greatest storyteller, but I think this was fine. If we're going to have a dud match, this is the dud match. That's okay. So we go 50 rated match again. Reminds me I need to go do the Firefly bonus. Scorpio got a 36, the Firefly 42, Aeroflash 50, Terry Funk 70, Robert Gibson 42, and Ricky Morton 46. Terry Funk way ahead of everyone else in the ring, but overall very good, and Terry Funk has pinned Aeroflash with the pile driver. The Dark Watch lose. What's going to happen with that title match happening probably next month, next episode, between the Rock and Roll Express versus the Watchers. Then, In the FFW Battle League finale, Ibushi Onita defeats Matt Bourne in a 61 rated match. That's what we expected from these guys. 52 from Onita, 50 from Matt Bourne, a successful creative finish. 61 is just perfect. Onita will go on to face the winner of our main event. A lot of the way, at our next episode at Fall of Champions. Number 22 crowd rating is great. Our main event, even better than last time. 78. Santanico cheats Jake Armstrong out of the win again. How is Jake Armstrong going to try and get back in the title picture? He got a 53. Santanico got a 72. He has made his third defense of the world title and our best match ever. I don't think it would have... Maybe this has pulled us to a 70. Maybe this is going to get us double achievements we can do. And it has. 71 rated show is our best show we have ever put on by 9 whole points. Jack Armstrong, get him some praise. Matt Bourne. Both of them. Amazing work. We only lost less than $200 as we made 4,000 in ticket sales, 500 in merch. We have gone up to 29 in the Southwest. I mean, it just gets better and better, does it not? That is just stellar, I would say. I'm very happy seeing how we have done. This episode and last episode, the whole Battle League thing. Battle League's normally some of our better shows, I think. We put great workers in it. I did not expect it to be this insane. Especially with that Jack Armstrong, Santanico mini feud. So stock of Jack Armstrong has gone up so far in my mind right now. He is so going to have to get a push at the end of this because he has done phenomenal. 4,000 viewers on Summer Stakes. And we have 2 achievements to tick off. So I say, let's get to that right now. Very happy. A 60 rated match, the one between Bret Hart and Firefly, we can tick off. And this should be zoomed in already. And we got 114. Hopefully something very good for our guy. We're good. Gimmicky well as a performance attribute. I think as we play gimmicky stuff better. Cool. Something I'm never doing for my wrestler, I don't think. Well, that was a bust. But this one might not be. 402. We've done 404. What was 404? Maybe that'll give us an indication of what this one will be. It was a prodigy. Do we get it to be enough? Do we get Never Mentor? That'd be kind of fun. Wait, it is! It's the exact same one! We become the protege of anyone on our roster who's 10 years older than us. I picked Santanico last time because Santanico was kind of in storyline. I think Terry Funk makes the most sense. And I mean, it's kind of showed like in development how fast Firefly has gotten up from his 20s to the 40s. Santanico has done so much work to improve him. Having a second one is amazing and just what we need right now. Somewhere in my mind, I do think maybe we have got a storyline here. I don't think we're storyline here up to 80 at any stage. Championship Prestige, actually. The most popular in Power 500, we'll have to check this year. Merchandise, not anywhere close to that yet. Nothing else here I see we are really that close to. Regional battles, I think we'll get in September. Or, no, October. So we've got a little while before we get to that. The rest of them, too far. But we are now 5.88% the way through a challenge. It's so close, guys. We're getting there. This is a long, long challenge for a reason. But I think we are on the right track, I would say. I'm going to go do both of those, I think, in just a second. Oop, wrong button. There we go. I think we are in a great, great situation. Finances, I think, are going to be green this month, which is, again, just phenomenal. We are doing all the right things at the end of the day. I will see you at Elevation number 8 in 13 days. See you in just one bit. It is Elevation 8. and we are building into Fall of Champions. Santanico will be defending against Onita at the show, and the Rock and Roll Express will have a title match against the Watchers on the show. Few other matches yet to be announced for it, but it should be a very, very big card, though maybe not as successful as the last one was. We have 5 segments on the show, including a stipulation being decided, because the winner of Ricky Morton and Aeroflash will decide the stipulation for their match. I have just realized I have got the order of the show round the wrong way slightly. That is meant to open up the show. Cool. Okay, I think the show is all in the right place now. We are ready and raring to go. Let's open the show with Brad Armstrong defeating Jim Neidhart after he was distracted by Bret Hart. The family is starting to implode, it seems. And Brad Armstrong picks up a nice singles win. I mean, he got a 49. Very, very capable performer. Jim Neidhart got a 28. A 48 second rating overall is really, really good to see. Crowd rating isn't that high. Wrestling rating isn't that high. Not sure why second rating is, but I'll take it. 50 for the next match. Actually, maybe kind of like Venice Scorpio's in the match, so not really. But Atsushi Onita has submitted Santanico. He got a 50. Terry Funk 62. Santanico 63. And Scorpio 27. Onita has submitted Santanico once. Can he do it again next month? And then, deciding the stipulation, Ricky Morton has defeated Aeroflash with a diving crossbody. Good crowd rating, good wrestling rating. Good Ricky Morton win. As Ricky Morton grabs the mic after his win. Just like tonight, Aeroflash, you ain't gonna have one lick of help. Because the tag team title match is gonna take place inside a steel cage. It will be Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson versus the Firefly and Aeroflash inside of a steel cage to decide who will walk out the tag team champions. This is surely the last chance the Rock and Roll Express have of getting those titles. So can they do it? And then in our main event, Jake Roberts has defeated Kurt Hennig in 13 minutes 9 by pinfall by using the ropes for leverage. The open challenge is over, or at least it is by Kurt Hennig, because Jake Roberts is now the FFW Great Lakes Championship and is the only man to have ever held 2 of the different titles in the company. Jake Roberts got a 40, Kurt Hennig a 53. So generally lower than I'd expect for Kurt Hennig still. I mean, it's not exactly also his specialty, the type of matches we're putting him in right now. So that's fine. He's still putting on great, great showings. And as he ends the show, Jake Roberts is the Great Lakes champion. I expect probably out of 50. 51, not too bad. Nothing like the 70 we got in the last show. Still very, very good. Kurt Hennig, potentially on to bigger and better things. Especially as the shootout is not that far away now. We're in August. Shootout qualifiers will be next episode. And the other one, let's give Santanico some encouragement. He was happy with our speech. That is great. We only lost $63 this show. Surely we're in the green this year, or this episode. Traced it up to 5. That's the only one that went up. I feel like we're gaining slower than I thought we were going to be. But in fairness, we've actually got popularity into Japan and England right now. 8 in top region of Mexico, 3 in some of the other ones, 3 in top regions of Canada. We are definitely progressing. It's definitely working. I think we are, again, moving fairly nicely. I think the merchandise should be done next episode, which is good. I just want to try and get that personalized merchandise money, because you can get ridiculous personalized merchandise money in this game, especially people who are good sellers. I think we've got a couple on the roster right now. 580 fans amazing, amazing number of fans. 3,700 watching at home. It was an awesome show. That's always what we want to see. As we coming to the end of this episode, we want to try and see if we can earn $1,000 more in sponsorship and merchandise before the actual merchandise production costs go up, and I think we will. I think we are going to be at minimum like in the low hundreds. If not, we will be in the green for the first time since December, turning it all around very, very fast, I'd say. This episode, we had Summer Stakes getting a 71. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Super, super impressive. Very happy with that. Our title picture as we close the episode is our Battle League's winner of the year is Otsushi Onita, as the prestige has gone up 10 points with his win. We have the Great Lakes Championship now held by Jake Roberts. The prestige has gone up from 25 to 27 over that run. Kurt Hennig had a crazy, crazy run. 112 days, 3 defenses. Every match, I think, was pretty solid, right? Yeah, the lowest match was a 48 against Jim Neidhart. Everything else was really, really good. The shootout, we'll have the qualifiers next week as we go to our 5-man elimination match for who will face the champion at Crowning Glory. We have the Tag Team World Championships, still held by Aeroflash and Firefly. Prestige hasn't gone up as fast on these titles, but they've still been very, very successful. 169 days will end up being over a 180-day reign, even if they were to lose them to Rock and Roll. Start of next episode. 3 successful title defenses is again very, very good. And we have that one more already lined up for them. The FFW World Championship. We have Santanico, 113 days, and 3 successful defenses in his own right. He'll be looking to take it into and out of Crowning Glory, but still has to get through Onita, the Battle League winner. Will Onita be the first man to win the Battle League and then go on to win the title? All to see, all to play for next episode, and I will see you in that next episode. Firefly out.